Hey students, a very good morning. So students, we have already started our topic, that is water as a solvent, and we have completed till here. Today we are going to perform activity 8. Okay, so to show that water can dissolve a substance only up to a limit. So we have to perform this activity in order to show that water can dissolve a substance only up to a limit. Okay, water डिजॉल्व कर सकता है कोई भी सब्सटेंस को, बट ओनली अप टू अ लिमिट, एक लिमिट में ही कर सकता है. फॉर दैट वी नीड डिफरेंट थिंग्स लाइक अ बीकर, कॉमन सॉल्ट, अ स्पून एंड वाटर. So 4 things are required, that is a beaker, common salt, spoon and water. So the method: take a beaker and pour some water into it. So at first you have to take a beaker and you have to pour some water into it. Then you have to add 1 teaspoon of salt to this water and stir it with a spoon until the salt dissolves in it. So then you have to take 1 teaspoonful of salt. So this is your beaker and this one is water, and you have to add 1 teaspoon of salt. Okay, salt, you have to add the salt. Then you have to stir it with a spoon until the salt dissolve in it. So you have to dissolve all the salt in the water. Go on adding more and more salt in water with constant stirring to dissolve it. So you have to add more and more salt in order to dissolve it. Okay, so you have to constantly stir it while adding the salt. So after that, observation is, after adding a number of spoonful of salt, we observe that some salt is left undissolved at the bottom of the beaker. So student, as we have added a more and more amount of salt in the water, then we have at the end we will observe that some salt is left undissolved in the bottom of the beaker. This means that no more salt can be dissolved in the amount of water we have taken. So after that we come to know that no more salt can be dissolved in the amount of water we have taken. The solution is now said to be saturated. So this solution is now said to be saturated. Okay. So conclusion is that water can dissolve any substance only into a limited amount. So we can dissolve any substance only in a limited amount. We cannot dissolve substance unlimited way. Okay, in unlimited amount we cannot dissolve. So we can dissolve only in a limited amount. So in the above activity we obtain a saturated solution of salt in water. So this solution which we obtain is a saturated solution of salt in water. A solution in which no more substance can be dissolved at a given temperature is called saturated solution. So this definition is very important, and it says that a solution in which no more substance can be dissolved at a given temperature, this one is known as saturated solution. Now we are going to understand about the solution. Okay, so when a substance dissolves in a liquid, it breaks into smaller particles and take up the spaces between the particle of a liquid. So students, when a substance is dissolved in a liquid, it breaks into smaller particles and then it takes up the space between the particles in the liquid. So we have already studied about the solid, liquid and gas, and we know that there are some small gaps between the particles of the liquid. So whenever we dissolve any substance in a liquid, it will break into very smaller particles and then it will take the spaces between the particles of the liquid. Okay, this substance that dissolve is called the solute. Okay, the substance that dissolve is known as solute. The substance in which the solute is dissolved is called the solvent. Okay, the substance in which the solute is dissolved, that one will be called as a solvent. So solute dissolve in a solvent to form a solution. So solute plus solvent is known as solution. Okay, students. For example, sugar is a solute. It dissolves in water and that will form a solvent, and that will directly form a sugar solution. So at first sugar will dissolve in water, that is solvent, and these two will form a sugar solution. Okay. So different substances dissolve to different extent in water at a given temperature. So we have already understood about this. The different substance will dissolve to different extent. That means the amount of dissolving will be different, and that will also depend at a given temperature. For example, sugar dissolve in water more than the common salt. Okay, so sugar will dissolve more than the common salt in case of water. The extent to which a substance get dissolved in a liquid is called solubility. So the extent जितना भी substance एक dissolve होता है liquid में, that will be known as solubility. That means the extent to which the substance get dissolved. Okay, completely dissolved or partially dissolved, okay, in a liquid, that is known as solubility. So solubility of a solid substance generally increases with the rise in temperature. So students, the solubility of our liquid, solid solute will generally increase with the rise in temperature. So solid solute will be a sugar. Okay, sugar is in solid form. So let us perform the following activity. So now we are going to perform a following activity in order to understand it very properly. So to prepare a saturated solution of sugar at room temperature and observe the effect of temperature on the solubility of salt in water. Okay, so we are going to prepare a saturated solution of sugar at a room temperature, and then we are going to observe the effect of temperature on the solubility of sugar in water. Okay, so for that we need sugar, a beaker, spoon, water, and a Bunsen burner. The method is, take some water in a beaker. So we have taken a water in a beaker and add some quantity of sugar to the water. So you have to add some sugar on the water. Then sugar dissolve in water on stirring with a spoon. So after putting some sugar on the water, you have to stir it with a spoon. Then we see that the sugar dissolve in water. Keep on dissolving more and more sugar in water with constant stirring until no more sugar dissolve. So you have to keep on adding the sugar constantly, and you have to stir it very properly until no more sugar dissolve. So number 2 is, now heat the beaker containing the saturated sugar solution and observe. So this one is a saturated sugar solution. So saturated का मतलब क्या है? आपको सुगर या सॉल्ट कोई भी एक चीज़, यहाँ पे हम लोग शुगर का बात कर रहे हैं, बट कोई भी एक चीज़ जब तक डालेंगे कब तक डालेंगे? जब तक वो अच्छे से घुल जाता है. एक पॉइंट में जाके वो घुलता नहीं है. जो पॉइंट में वो घुलता नहीं है, डिसॉल्व नहीं होता है, उस पॉइंट को हम सैचुरेटेड बोलते हैं. ओके, सो एज सून as it stop dissolving, then that solution will be called as the saturated solution. So in number 2, we have to heat the beaker containing the saturated sugar solution and observe. So we have to heat this one. Here it is heating and we have to observe. Okay, let this hot solution cool. What do you observe? So this hot solution, you have to let it cool for some time, and what do you observe? So observation is, after adding a amount of spoonful of sugar, you find that some sugar is left undissolved at the bottom of the beaker. So yeah, we have found that some amount of sugar is left undissolved at the bottom of the beaker. You have obtained a saturated solution of sugar. So I already explained you, after some amount of sugar is left undissolved in the beaker, that is the saturated solution of the sugar. So in number B you see, on heating the saturated sugar solution, the undissolved sugar at the bottom of the beaker get dissolved. So on heating, what happens? The undissolved sugar also it will dissolve. This shows that at higher temperature more sugar gets dissolved. So students, from here we come to know that at a very high temperature the undissolved sugar will also get dissolved. Number 3, we find that when you cool the hot solution, the sugar settle at the bottom of the beaker again. So in third beaker you see, after keeping it for cooling, the sugar it will again settle down at the bottom of the beaker. This shows that the lower temperature, that at lower temperature less sugar dissolve in water. So again after cooling, the sugar will again get at the bottom of the beaker. So this shows that at the lower temperature the less sugar will dissolve in water. Okay, so we are heating it. Because of heating, the sugar got dissolved, but after cooling again the sugar settled down in the beaker. Because of that we come to know that on heating the sugar get dissolved, and on cooling the sugar again settle at the bottom of the beaker. So discussion is that heating of a saturated solution of any substance increase the solubility of the substance. Yeah, we come to know that on heating a saturated solution of any substance it increases the solubility of the substance. So मतलब ये heat करने से उसका solubility increase हो जाता है. That means the sugar or the salt it will get soluble in water. However, when the hot solution of a substance is cool at a lower temperature, the solubility of the substance decreases. Yeah, again it got decreases. Also, some of the dissolved substance separates in the form of crystals. So students, after cooling it down, some of the dissolved substance also separate in the form of a crystal. So cooling करने के बाद कोई dissolve हुआ हुआ substance भी crystal के form में एक separate हो जाता है. Okay. So in conclusion, the solubility of the solid substance in liquid increases when temperature is increased and decreases when temperature is decreased. Yeah, we come to know that the solubility of the solid substance in liquid it will increase when temperature is increased and it will decrease when the temperature is decreased. So I think it is clear to you. We have completed the solution part in liquid. So in next class we are going to understand about solubility of gases in water. So we have already talked about solid and liquid. Now we are going to talk about gases, but not today, but in the next class. So students, yeah, from Monday your exams are going to start. I think from 27. So very good luck for all of you. Prepare very properly. Attempt all the question. Write question number and your answers very properly. Okay students, best of luck. Thank you and have a good day.